In the heart of winter's icy clasp, I ventured deep into an ominous forest, where the moon's feeble glow barely pierced the shadows cast by snow-laden branches. Setting up my tent in the unsettling stillness, the crackling of twigs underfoot echoed like distant whispers, an ominous overture to the chilling tale that awaited beneath the shrouded canopy. As time crawled forward, the temperature plummeted, and the once welcoming woods transformed into an eerie labyrinth of frozen enchantment. The embers of my dwindling fire flickered in protest against the biting wind, casting a feeble glow that seemed to attract shadows with an insidious hunger. Every dance of the flames conjured grotesque shapes, like phantoms crawling from the depths of the forest's darkest secrets. Within the claustrophobic confines of my tent, the wind outside carried not just a mournful tune, but a cacophony of spectral whispers, voices from a spectral chorus hinting at ancient malevolence. Skeletal branches scraped against each other, creating a haunting rhythm that reverberated with a malevolent energy, as if the forest itself were orchestrating a sinister symphony. Unseen eyes, once mere observers, now felt like predatory entities lurking in the folds of the night. An inexplicable fear gripped my heart, growing with each passing moment. The forest, a repository of forgotten nightmares, beckoned me deeper into its clutches, promising revelations that lurked just beyond the edge of my sanity. In the oppressive darkness, the snow beneath my tent absorbed echoes of forgotten tragedies, an unspoken history that whispered of despair and malevolence. The air, thick with the scent of decay, carried tales of tortured souls and elusive creatures that thrived in the shadows, patiently biding their time. A sudden chill swept through the campsite, a physical and metaphysical shiver that cut through my bones and echoed through the twisted corridors of the forest. My breath hung in the air like a spectral fog, a haunting sign of the unseen forces at play. Footprints in the snow, once mere traces of a mysterious presence, now told a chilling story of pursuit and impending doom, a narrative etched in the icy canvas of my desolate campsite. The forest, no longer a backdrop but a malevolent entity, held secrets that transcended the boundaries of comprehension. Shadows, once benign illusions, now coalesced into monstrous forms that slithered through the darkness with an insidious purpose. Struggling to maintain my grasp on reality, the boundary between the tangible and the ethereal dissolved further, leaving me ensnared in a nightmare where the chilling tales of winter's grasp unfolded like chapters in a cursed tome, each page turned with trepidation, each word resonating with the ominous whispers of the unseen. I, entwined in the sinister dance of the night, faced the encroaching horrors with a dread that hung in the air like an unshakable curse. In the heart of winter's icy grip, the moon's pale glow illuminated a desolate forest where snow-laden branches groaned under the weight of the frigid night. As I pitched my tent amidst the stark stillness, the crackling of twigs underfoot echoed like distant whispers, foretelling the eerie tale that awaited beneath the shadowy canopy. With each passing hour, the temperature plummeted, and the once inviting woods transformed into a labyrinth of frozen enchantment. The embers of my dwindling fire fought against the biting wind, casting a feeble glow that flickered in the cold air, like the dying breaths of a forgotten spirit. The shadows, cast by the dancing flames, took on a life of their own, morphing into ghostly figures that seemed to move with a sinister grace, playing tricks on my imagination. Huddled inside my tent, the wind outside carried a mournful tune, and the branches scraped against each other like skeletal fingers reaching out from the encroaching darkness. Unseen eyes seemed to follow my every move, and an inexplicable fear gripped my heart, as if the very essence of the forest conspired to unravel my sanity. In the quiet darkness, the forest whispered secrets that only the bravest should hear, and the air itself held the weight of 1,000 untold stories, each waiting to be discovered in the chill of the night. As the night deepened, the forest's enchantment intensified. The crackling fire, now a mere ember of its former self, struggled against the encroaching darkness, creating a flickering chiaroscuro of light and shadow that played tricks on my weary eyes. The moon, a cold sentinel in the star-studded sky, cast an ethereal glow upon the snow-covered landscape. Within the confines of my tent, the wind outside carried not just a mournful tune, but a symphony of spectral whispers, as if the very air were woven with threads of ancient tales. The branches, now skeletal in appearance, scraped against each other with a haunting rhythm, echoing the unseen spirits that danced beneath the canopy of twisted limbs. The unseen eyes, once distant observers, now felt like intimate companions in the solitude of the night. An inexplicable fear clung to me, tightening its grip with each passing moment. The forest, a repository of untold stories, seemed to beckon me to unravel its mysteries, but the cost of discovery weighed heavily on my senses. In the quiet darkness, the snow beneath my tent seemed to absorb the echoes of forgotten tragedies, the very ground holding the imprints of a past that yearned to be remembered. The air, crisp and laden with the scent of pine, whispered tales of love and loss, of creatures that stirred in the shadows, waiting for a moment to reveal themselves. A sudden chill swept through the campsite, not just physical but a metaphysical shiver that resonated through the core of my being. My breath hung in the air like a spectral apparition, a silent witness to the unfolding drama in the heart of the winter night. The footprints in the snow, once mere traces of a mysterious visitor, now told a story of their own, a narrative etched in the frozen canvas of the wilderness. The forest, no longer a backdrop but a living entity, held secrets that transcended the boundaries of time and reality. Shadows, once mere illusions, now seemed to materialize into forms that danced with an otherworldly grace. As I struggled to maintain my sanity, the boundary between the tangible and the spectral blurred even further, leaving me suspended in a dreamscape where the chilling tales of winter's embrace unfolded like chapters in a haunted book, each page turned with trepidation, each word resonating with the whispers of the unseen. In the heart of winter's icy grasp, Lucci and I ventured into a desolate forest, where the moon's cold glow revealed snow-laden branches groaning beneath the weight of the frigid night. As we pitched our tent amidst the stark stillness, the crackling of twigs underfoot echoed like distant whispers, hinting at the mysterious tale that awaited beneath the shadowy canopy. As time wore on, the temperature plummeted, transforming the once welcoming woods into a labyrinth of frozen enchantment. The embers of our dwindling fire fought valiantly against the biting wind, casting a feeble glow that flickered like the final breaths of a fading spirit. Shadows, animated by the dancing flames, took on spectral forms, their movements weaving a dance of otherworldly apparitions that seemed to mock the reality around us. Within the shelter of our tent, the wind outside carried not only a mournful tune, but a symphony of spectral whispers, as if the very air were woven with threads of ancient tales. Skeletal branches scraped against each other in a haunting rhythm, echoing the unseen spirits that danced beneath the twisted canopy. Unseen eyes, once distant observers, now felt like intimate companions in the solitude of the night. An inexplicable fear gripped our hearts, intensifying with each passing moment. The forest, a repository of untold stories, beckoned us to unravel its mysteries, though the cost of discovery weighed heavily on our senses. In the hushed darkness, the snow beneath our tent seemed to absorb echoes of forgotten tragedies, the very ground holding the imprints of a past yearning to be remembered. The crisp air, redolent with the scent of pine, whispered tales of love and loss, of creatures stirring in the shadows, awaiting their moment to emerge. A sudden chill swept through the campsite, a physical and metaphysical shiver that resonated through the core of our beings. Our breath hung in the air like spectral apparitions, silent witnesses to the unfolding drama in the heart of the winter night. Footprints in the snow, once mere traces of a mysterious visitor, now told a story of their own, a narrative etched in the frozen canvas of the wilderness. The forest, no longer a mere backdrop but a living, breathing entity, held secrets transcending the boundaries of time and reality. Shadows, once illusory, materialized into forms that danced with an otherworldly grace, struggling to maintain our sanity. The boundary between the tangible and spectral blurred further, leaving us suspended in a dreamscape where the chilling tales of winter's embrace unfolded like chapters in a haunted book, each page turned with trepidation, each word resonating with the whispers of the unseen. Lucci and I, bound by both the tangible and the ethereal, navigated the haunting landscape, our shared journey intertwining with the mysteries of the winter night.